Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here to talk to you about my current skincare routine. There was a request for a video like this, so I'm going to go through my morning skincare routine as well as my evening skincare routine. Just for your reference, I have combination to oily skin, so some of these products are definitely going to be better for someone with my type of skin. Some of them are going to be good for all types of skin, so I will definitely point that out as I go along, but keep that in mind. There may be something else within that skincare brand that you can use if you have a different type of skin, but skincare is very personal. So if something works for me, it may not work for you and vice versa. So this is just what I like to use and what I've been enjoying. So in the morning, I actually skip washing my face. So the reason that I do that is because I do have combination skin. So my skin can get dry, especially in the wintertime. My T-zone can definitely get oily, but still can be a little bit dry. I know that's kind of a weird thing, but if you have combination skin, you totally know what I'm talking about. So I actually like to skip washing my face in the morning because a toner will enable me to take off some of that dirt and grime and oil that has developed on my skin overnight, but it won't dry it out too much. I've been using this toner for a while now. This is the Kiehl's Cucumber Herbal Alcohol-Free Toner. So for me, I found that my skin does not like toners with alcohol. A lot of toners have alcohol. I find that that does not work well for me at all. I think unless you have oily skin, really you want to stay away from alcohol because it will dry out your skin a lot. For me, it irritated my skin to no end. So this is a great one. I also love a one by Neutrogena that's really cheap from the drugstore, although this is not terribly expensive, but I will link all the products that I talk about down below, so make sure to check out the description box. So I just put this on a cotton pad and I put it all over my face, and this makes sure that my skin is really clean and ready to go with the rest of my skincare. So about once or twice a week, I will make sure and use a lip scrub. I like the one by Lush, but I even prefer the one by e.l.f, which is really inexpensive, and it comes in a lipstick tube, and you just rub it all over your lips. And it's really important because we remember sometimes to exfoliate our face, but we don't remember to exfoliate our lips. And especially if you're wearing a matte lip, especially like those liquid lipsticks that are really popular right now, it's really important to scrub your lips and make sure that there's no dead skin on there. After I put on my toner, if I have any spots around my face that need a little bit of treatment, then I like to use a little bit of acne cream on it before I go in with the rest of my skincare. So I like the one by Murad. This is the Acne Spot Fast Fix. This works really well. You can put this on throughout the day as well. I wouldn't wear this to bed though, just because it can make bleach spots on your sheets and pillows, but this is great to wear throughout the day. I put it on just underneath everything, and it helps to dry out that acne a little bit and clear it out as quickly as possible. So I start off with an eye cream. I've been using the Bobbi Brown eye cream. This is a little sample size. This is great. It's really moisturizing. Even if you have oily skin, it's important to moisturize underneath your eyes. It makes those lines not stand out as much. It makes them not appear as quickly. So really important to use an eye cream, and I like this one. This one can be used day or night, but I just use it during the day. So this is a great one, and it doesn't disturb the makeup that goes on top of it. I then go in with a serum. Now the serum that I've been using recently, which I like, it doesn't seem to irritate my face at all, and it works well for my age. So I'm in my late 20s. This is the Origins Original Skin Renewal Serum with Willow Herb. The description on a product like this is that it brings you back to your original skin. So if it's really good for someone in their late 20s, into their 30s, this is not necessarily a good one if you're older, but this is really good, and it smells like lemonade, which is kind of funny, but I've been liking it a lot. I don't know that it makes a huge difference for me, but I do find that it works well for my skin, so I've been liking this one. Now for daytime, I use a moisturizer that has a very high SPF because you want to make sure to protect your skin, even if it's not super sunny outside. So even into the winter, it's really important to use a high SPF on your face. I've been using the Perricone MD Photoplasma. This has an SPF of 30, so that's a really good SPF for your face. A lot of times, foundations will have sunscreen in them, but not usually enough. Usually it's like 15, 20. So you really want something a little bit higher than that. This is my second tub of this. I really like this. This is great if you get a little bit oily because it's not heavy at all. It doesn't make you feel greasy. It sinks into the skin. And again, it has that really high SPF. Important that I do with this is that I make sure to put it not only on my face, but also my neck. If there's part of my chest that is showing, I put it on there. And then the last special tip is that I take a tiny bit and I put it on my hands. Now I do this for my moisturizer, and I also do this with my serum. This is really important because, I don't know if you've heard this, but the parts that are gonna look, that are gonna age you are your neck, your décolleté, and your hands. So a lot of times we remember our neck, but we totally forget about our hands, and it's super important to put serum on your hands and definitely moisturizer, because the sun is really gonna get to your hands, and the skin on your hands is really thin, and it's gonna show your age a lot quicker than even your face is going to. So definitely make sure that when you're putting on those products, you put them on your hands as well. So once I put all of those products on, then I am ready to go on with my makeup. I usually give it a little bit of time to sink into my skin if I have the time for that, just so that my face isn't too greasy and my foundation doesn't just wipe off what I put on. So my nighttime is a little more extensive just because I have the makeup on my face typically and I want to take it off. So obviously I skip a few of these steps if I didn't put on makeup that day, but I'm going to talk about if I wear makeup. So of course, the first thing I do in the evening if I have makeup on is to take off that makeup. And I use one of two things. I change it up a little bit. So sometimes I use the makeup eraser, which I've done a whole video on this thing. So if you haven't seen that, I will link that down below. But basically you damp this with warm water, and then you just scrub your face gently, and then it takes off all of your makeup. So this is a pretty quick and easy way to do it, and it's an alternative to using a face wipe, which isn't always great to take off your makeup. So sometimes I will do this. It's certainly a good lazy option for me. But if I don't use that, then I will use a combination of a cleansing oil and then an actual cleanser. So the first thing that I use is a cleansing oil, and the one I've been using is the one from the Body Shop. This is their Chamomile cleansing oil. And this is great. You just put a couple pumps and you massage it into your face, and it just melts away the makeup. And the only thing about this, of course, is that because it's an oil, you do have to wash it off with a cleanser. So you can't just use this and then you're done. But this does take off really all the makeup. You just massage it in. It feels really nice. And you can use this if you're oily. It doesn't make you more oily. So I really like this. This is for all skin types, so that's important to know. And then the cleanser that I use is great for all skin types, but definitely even sensitive skin or combination skin. And that's the Philosophy Purity Cleanser. This is a really awesome cleanser. It does say that it takes off your makeup, and I do find that it does that a little bit, but it doesn't take off some of the more stubborn makeup. That's why I like to use an oil first. But if you wear minimal makeup, then this would work just fine. There's nothing too funky in here. There's not a lot of a scent, so it's really good if your skin gets irritated easily, and it's just a great cleanser to use. So I like this one a lot. After I cleanse my skin and do all of that, I sometimes like to use a mask. I do this once or twice a week, depending on what's going on with my skin. If I'm having a little bit of dryness, for example, I really love the blue GLAMGLOW mask. This is the Thirsty Mud hydrating treatment. This is like magic. If you have any dry patches or if you're just dry in general, this just totally changes your skin around. And I had an issue for a little while when I first bought this, where nothing was fixing it, and I just had dryness on my nose, and I couldn't figure out what the issue was, but I couldn't fix it. And I finally tried this, and it just cleared it up within, you know, a couple days. It's really amazing. Now on the other end, if you're feeling like your skin is breaking out a lot, if you've got just a few things that are you're just breaking out, whether it's hormonal or otherwise, and your skin just doesn't feel good at all, the new one that I'm loving is by Ahava, and this is the Purifying Mud Mask. I had a sample of this that I got from Ulta, and I tried it, and the next morning, my skin felt so much better. It felt cleaner, brighter. Some of the breakouts that I had cleared away. I was really impressed with it, and I don't typically get excited about a mask unless I notice the difference, and I typically don't that much. So this one I really thought did a great job, and I would highly recommend this one. So either after I've cleansed my skin or after I've put on a mask, then I use a toner again. And what's great about this and I use the same toner, what's great about doing this after you cleanse your face is you can see how much is still left over. I find that no matter how good I am about massaging in that cleanser, I still find that there's a little bit left behind, and the toner just takes that away. And it just leaves me with a blank canvas, and I feel like I've really cleaned my skin. So I do that, and then I put on my moisturizer. I choose to not use a serum at night because I use a moisturizer that has some age-defying treatment in it. So I decide to skip the serum and just use a moisturizer. Now, this one I've been using for just a little while now. It's pretty new to me. This is the Clarins Multi-Active Night Youth Recovery Cream. So this is specifically supposed to be at night. So it's a little bit thicker than something I would put on during the day. But so far I've been really liking this. It doesn't break out my skin. I don't know yet if it really is age defying because I haven't been using it for too long, but I've been liking it. So they do have different types of products for different types of skin. So that's really nice to know. This is a great brand. So if you're looking for good skincare, it can be a little bit pricey, but it's really a good line. So Clarins, definitely check them out. So not every single night, but once in a while, if I feel my skin is a little bit dull, it just needs a little bit of a pick-me-up, I use on top of my moisturizer a little bit of an oil. So this is the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate, Appearance of Skin by Morning. So it's meant to be put on at night, of course. I just put like 2 drops into my hand, massage my hands together, and then pat it onto my skin, pressing it in. And it smells like lavender, which is really nice. And I just find that it adds a little bit of extra moisture to my skin and just adds in some nourishment that I can usually tell a little bit of a difference in the morning. So again, not every night, but once in a while I put this on if my skin just needs a little bit of an extra kick. So as I'm getting into bed, I always put on a lip cream or a lip butter or something on my lips that is going to moisturize them through the night. And I like to use something, not just a lip balm, because I want something that's going to sit on my lips through the night and is not going to sink in, but is going to be working throughout the whole night. So I really like this Nivea lip butter. This is in the scent Vanilla and Macadamia Kiss, so it smells delicious. And I have to tell you, this was super cheap and it has been lasting me super long, and I still have plenty in here. I've been using this a long time, and I am not stingy with it. I use a lot of it. So I put this on every night. I don't know if this would make a huge difference if you had super dry and chapped lips, because I haven't used it when I've had those issues, but for just a normal everyday, lip butter, this is awesome, and it's super cheap from Ulta. After I do that, I want to put some cuticle cream on my cuticles. So before I'm going to put on my hand cream, which I do last, I like to do this because it helps my cuticles stay nice and moisturized and not get dry and cracked, because I tend to have an issue with that. I use the C&D Solar Oil. So it's an actual oil, and it comes with like a brush like this. And I just brush it over all my cuticles. I massage them in a little bit, and I let them sit for a bit before I put on my hand cream. So I've been using this one a lot, but I also like the Burt's Bees Lemon Butter Cuticle Cream. You kind of get the product by warming it up in your finger, and then you massage it into your cuticles. And again, this does the same thing, except this you don't have to let it sit so much into, and sink into your cuticles. So this is a little bit faster. This is good to toss into your purse, and if you have a little bit of a rough edge, you can use this. And then of course, lastly, I use a hand cream. I always like to put on a hand cream overnight to make sure that I wake up and my hands are nice and moisturized and not dried out. So I really love the hand creams by L'Occitane. They have them in all different scents, and I just love to use these at night. They work super well. So that is my skincare routine for the morning and the evening. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if you have any suggestions about different skincare that I should try out. Again, if you have a different type of skin, some of these products may not be for you, but if you are interested in new types of skincare, then definitely check out some of these brands. Usually brands have a range of products for different skin types, so you could probably find something for you in each of these brands. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to me already, please hit the subscribe button. I would just love that. Let me know what you might want to see in another video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.